Hey everybody, it's Christine Bertram, and I'm coming to you live from the Hive on Monday. It's April 3rd, you guys. It's the first Monday of April. And we've been hard at it since, for me, 7:30 this morning. Mama's here, and we are kidding up a couple classes today, and had a couple people here in and out this morning, and that always makes things go a little bit longer, and in a good way, right? So we're here though, and you guys are in for a treat because in my head, I think that this class might go very quick. It's not going to be a 2 or a 3 hour class. And so I'm like, oh, for a little bit late, it's okay. I had to rationalize in my head. On top of it, I needed to get a different cover photo from Kelly because the cover photo she originally made was too big. So that's been 3 times in a row now. We had that happen on Thursday, Friday, and today. So I said, Kelly, we got to get it that they're always small to begin with. So I'm not calling her on the 11th hour asking for a new picture. What happens is I like to have the cover photo updated before I hit the live button, because then when you guys do share it, it shares the correct cover photo in my head. I think that's what it does. Hi, Mary Lemke. Hi, Mary Carls. Hi, Penny Powell. Who else is here? Hi, Judy Sharp. Hi, Anita and Nora. Hi, Linda Hall. I think we're going to have a smaller crew today, you guys. This is probably one of my lowest attended classes in a while, which is okay. It's a very specific project, and it's the honeybee frame. I'm still happy with how many people did register. I think we are at 20 right now, and I do have 2 of this class left. So in case anybody's watching this video and they're like, oh, that would be really nice to have this, just reach out to me. It is a double whammy kind of a class. So you get 2 for the price of 1. I originally had thought in my head that there was going to be more people signing up, like more on the team or more people that are into bees. And so we were planning for 48. And when it came out that there might have only been like around 24, what we did is we kitted up 2 for everybody because there's a lot of hard work that went into it. And we thought, well, you guys will have the option then of making a second frame and gifting it. When I say frame, I mean sampler, okay? Because you guys had the option to get the frame or not get the frame. And so if anybody, because now you have 2, if you need a second frame, we can always figure out a way to ship another frame to you, because a bunch of you did get the frame. I think I have 3 left or something like that. It's always awesome, you guys. The class was specifically planned to use a black frame because I had 20 some left of this frame from an event, and I basically bought them for $8 and just sold them for $8, and then it was just extra for shipping if we needed, if people needed extra shipping. So Mary Lemke, so do you need 1 more knowing that you got 2 in your kit, or are you happy with 2? Because everybody that did sign up for the class, hi Donna Grushki, everybody who did sign up for the class is getting a set of 2. So you would get 4 then is how that works. Hi Dawn Ablett. So let me know for sure after you hear that, and now knowing that, you might change your mind and be good with the 2. If you don't want to make a second frame, my advice is take the extra materials and make a card. And card kits. You want to get more card kits. Well, we're doing a frame. So Mary, you're confusing me. You're going to have to reach out to me after class and let me know what you're looking for, because I don't know if you want more of this class or now you said card kits, and so I'm not quite sure. So my head is a little bit scatterbrained this morning. I felt like a ping pong. Ask Mom. It was a little bit crazy hectic here today, and I'm not fully recovered. And I flew in here hot, you guys. But we're going to have a fun time making an awesome frame. Again, 2 left. And again, we're going to have 2 sets. You get 2 sets in the frame. So hi, Susan Wormley. I need a set of 2. Okay. So you want another set of 2, meaning you wanted 4. If that's the case, I'm good with that. And you can just say, yes, I want a total of 4 frames. That would really unconfuse me. So, all right, we're going to do roll call really quick. We have Ellen Brover. We have Jeannie Parker, Jean Frederick, Carissa Alberts, Mary Carls, Carla Lake, Chris Dudarenki, Sherry Martin, Karen Forward, Bonnie Lesperance, Mary Bowman, Nicole Herrick, Sandy Wicklander, Sherry Everett, Becky Gandolfo, Jill Butzine, Lynn Beasley, Mary Lemke, and Sharon Shaneborn, along with Stacy Warner, who split the kit with her Aunt Sandy. So they were each going to buy one, but when they found out that there was 2 sets in it, they split it. And so that's another thing that you guys could do. If you got this and you have 2 in there and you'd like to get together with a friend and make the kit with your friend, you guys could do a little mini class at each other's house. And then you could make the frame and share it with a friend of yours. I also gave one away as a prize during my team auction last week, and Miss Carmen Sanders was the one lucky bee who got a frame. So I'm gonna write Carmen's name in here as well because she got one. So Carmen, I'm wondering, I don't know if I sent you the tutorial. Oh, Carmen's on the team. So Carmen, you would have got the tutorial when I sent it out to the entire team. And then Miss Tammy Sikolik did all of the die cutting, you guys, for this class. And Rhonda helped with some embossing. But Tammy did all the die cutting of all those bees and all the foliage, and it was really tedious for some of that stuff. And so I gifted one to Tammy Sikolik for helping me. Yeah. Hi, Sherry Everett. So that's what we've got here. And again, Mary Lemke, if you could just confirm you want another full set of 2 totaling 4, I will sign you up for one of them, and then that would leave 1 left. But Mary, if you're good with the 2 that you have and you don't want a total of 4, I still have 2 left. So we'll figure that out as we go. You able to no frames. Okay, Mary Lemke wants to be able to make 2 more no frames. See, that's exactly the kind of, you guys, if you learn, one of the things that if you're asking for something specific, I really need to have it written specific so that I can answer you properly. So Mary, that was perfect. I want to be able to make 2 more no frames. Boom, perfect. So Mary, we're gonna write you down again, and I'm gonna hold one of those off to the side. And so don't worry about sending any money at the moment. There's a lot going on in my head right now, and I might be able to consolidate it with a different package that you have going out, Mary, because I know we have some stuff coming up for you. So I don't know what shipping will be. Instead of it being 10, it could be most likely less than that. So yay to less shipping. Okay. Whew. So now you guys, we have 1 left. Hi, Becky Roar. All right. So you guys don't forget to hit the like button. And like the video. That would be awesome. Let's see where it is. There it is. Thumbs up. Boom. Okay. All right. So you guys, no Tigger in here right now. It takes a lot to keep track of the cat, and he is obsessed with when we're kitting up. You got to keep eyes on him because he will go after the little pieces, and we have to be very diligent about not messing up any card kits. And he will jump up, and so Mom's like, put him in the house. So he is in the house watching the birds right now, you guys. So no Tigger at the moment. All right, so you guys, since Friday night was good, you guys. I had mentioned I was going out to dinner with Tyler. We were not late for dinner, so that was a good thing. I did get the hair all straightened and got in there, and Tyler was pretty much ready to go, and we got on our merry way, and we had a good Friday night fish fry up at the mine shaft in Oshkosh. We went with his coworkers, and that was good. And then you guys, on Saturday I had an open crop day, stamp day. People could come and work on classes that they had gotten from me in the past that they didn't put together yet. And so it wasn't an April Fool's joke. They came, they showed up, I opened up the door, and we all kind of worked together on stuff. And you guys, on Saturday, I'm very happy to announce that we did our spring cleaning. It was long overdue. From 4 o'clock until about 1 a.m., we cleaned the entire house. I wouldn't say we did the entire house. We did a lot of rooms, you guys. So, and then, I don't know if I can say this, but I went by Mom with Tyler on Sunday, and we helped clean up the shop. And so my parents and I, with Tyler, we worked in the shop on Sunday. So I'm getting at, you guys, is that I have a lot of emails to reply back to. So you guys, I always appreciate your patience coming out of a weekend where I'm not monitoring things, because there's a lot. I bet there's about 100 emails to get back to people. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I just haven't had a moment. We've been kidding up since this morning, and I have bingo tonight, you guys. I have 16 people in person for bingo. I'm a fly by the seat of my pants girl, if you haven't figured that out. We designed them, or I should say I designed them last night around 11, and Mom and I kitted them up, and I get to make the samples after I'm done with class now. And then about like 5:45, we'll have 16 people here. So you guys, I will get to the emails, I promise, by probably about tomorrow. So just hang in there, a little patience. That would be awesome. I really appreciate it. Yes, our fur babies do love to help Penny. They love to supervise. They do. All right. Try Sunday brunch there. It is excellent. We have to do that, Mary. So we went by Mom's house, Mom and Dad's house, and we had basically brunch by them yesterday. Tyler and I had picked up a loaf of what was the bread? Caramel. Tyler. Okay. So when Tyler and I went to Huber Winery down when we went in October, we picked up a loaf of caramel apple nut bread, homemade bread from the Huber Winery, and Mom had it in the freezer, and so she made French toast with it with scrambled eggs on Sunday morning. So we got to eat good in the neighborhood at Cafe and Mom and Pop's. So we'll have to check out the Mind Chef for brunch sometime. Oh, Feline, sometimes the weekend chores come first. You know what they do? And I can honestly say I'm not good at two things, keeping a house clean and doing the laundry. And Tyler and I both admitted to each other we're both not good at that. So it was a tag team effort. We started, it included washing the floors and cleaning the toilets and cleaning out the refrigerator and cleaning out a cupboard and it like vacuuming top to bottom. Just so, and the whole reason is I have company coming in tomorrow night. One of my best friends, I should say my best friend from Miami, and her 14-year-old son are coming up to visit tomorrow night. They get in late at midnight, so we have to go pick them up at the Milwaukee airport, and then they stay through Sunday afternoon. They're gonna have Easter dinner with us, and then we take them back to the airport for Sunday. They leave at 5:30. So when company comes for that long and you haven't seen them for 4 years, you clean the house, right? Really good. Hi, Hildenelle. So that's what we have going on this week, you guys. So tonight, bingo. Tomorrow at 10, you guys, we have Friendly Gnomes. So I am happy to report that the Friendly Gnomes tutorial went out to everybody. So in case you're wondering where it is, it's hot off the press. It got emailed out probably, I think, Mom, 12:10, I think I got that out. We were just an hour ago. That got emailed out. And then, you guys, I'm going to be writing game night between now and tomorrow. I know. And then, so it'll be, my goal is to get the game night tutorial out by tomorrow night. Okay? Before I leave for date night, or before we leave to go pick up my friends at the airport, the game night will be mailed out. So, you guys, it's, hi, Wendy. So just to give you guys a little bit of heads up, when I can talk to you guys this way, you can hear it all and you know what, you're in the know, basically. So, all right. So, and then what's Wednesday? There's going to be a last chance. You guys, last chance starts tomorrow. I'll be honest with you, I haven't even posted about it. I know that we posted about the retiring colors, but the 60% up to 60% off starts tomorrow. And if you're a demonstrator, discount shopper, or hobbyist, you can start your pre-order tomorrow. So I'm wondering about that too. That's going to get done tomorrow. But just know any orders that you place starting tomorrow can go for any of my classes that are offered free with a minimum purchase of $45 if you need them mailed. Always check my website for the current host code. Like tonight or today when I drop my camera down, I'm going to have a host code. I might end up closing that halfway through the day, or I might not. But so always know that my host code can be found on my website. I get people asking for it, and I don't get back to them right away. And then they end up waiting for me, and I don't want anybody to miss out on getting anything because you don't have my host code. So just know it's always on my website. Okay, that was all the business. Now let's work on a frame, you guys. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions or ask them in the video here. If you're going to ask a question and it's the replay, it might be better just to reach out to me directly. So, yay. Okay. All right, so you guys don't forget to like and share the video. I'm going to turn my volume, there it is, the volume down, so that I don't have calls and such coming in. All right, they are furious, the telemarketers, you guys. I probably get 5 to 10 of them a day. So they don't usually leave messages. So I know the difference between somebody who's a customer or a friend or a family and a telemarketer. All right, so you guys, this is what we're making today. It is the bee frame. It's the honeybee frame. You guys, after honeybee passed away, I was working with Chris and we talked about designing a honeybee frame. And it's like, well, then I'm going to put it in her memory. It's quite nicely simple is the word. I like a frame like this. It doesn't take a lot to put it together, especially when everything is done for you. So I have a feeling this is going to go really quick. I have mixed people say that they don't always like frames like this because they're too simple. Sometimes you'll see frames where they have the squares. People like each square being different, and so maybe that would have made a difference. But you know what? Needless to say, I think this is an awesome, great addition to anybody's decor if they are looking for something bee inspired. So anybody who, or I should say everybody who signed up for this class got a packet like this. And it included a set of big black dots and small black dots, because the frame actually does have, there's two of them fell down. I didn't stick them on hard enough, but there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so there are a total of 20 gems here. Oh, hi, Diane. Yay. Are you going to stick around for a little bit? Okay, Mom will be very happy. Yay. So there's a total of 20 gems, and that's for you to make both of your frames. And, oh, perfect. Yeah, awesome. So you got that. And there's big ones and small ones. And then you guys, in the kit, I couldn't decide I didn't know if you guys liked the pattern I picked or if you'd want to pick a different pattern. So I put a whole little sampler in here. So you get one of each of the patterns. So you could use that one. You could even use that one. You could use some stripes or the flowers. This little polka dotty one looks pretty cool too. The flowers back there might look really nice. I guess you guys, that one looks cool. So the reason I put all of these in here is because I thought, well, maybe you want to change it up a little bit. And then it gives you a little sampling of all of the different perfectly penciled designer series paper sheets. And they are, this one is going away. My favorite shoe, I think, for the sampler would probably be the polka dots. And I don't know, I call that one the hashtaggy because it's like things that look like this. So there's why you have extra designer series paper, you guys, okay? So there's that. And then what you've got are 2 of the black mats for that. And there's going to be, so your extra one for another frame. And then you've got the crushed curry, right? So you only need one of them. And then you're gonna need, there's 2 of everything in here. And some of you guys, like this one right here, there was extra yellow bees. So just know that you only do need one of the detail and one of the solid for the frame. And then you could set the other ones off to the side. So you need the foliage, you need a vellum wing, you need this to stamp your bee, so we'll do that. You have 1 circle and 1 label. I'm trying to listen to them as. What are you missing? A label? Okay. They're talking about what they're missing. So this one, you guys, is already embossed, and I called it the hashtag embossing folder. So you only need one of those. I already bannered your ends for you. So if you're doing this at home and you don't have a banner punch, or you just use your scissors, and what you do is you cut the middle, and then you cut like this, and then you cut like that. So I've done it for everybody who's already getting this kit. So you only need one of each. And then there's one there. And then you only need one of the white sheets. Okay? So in essence, you guys, all right, everybody can hear you guys just saying in the background. They're talking about tomorrow. All right, so you guys, what we're gonna do is set this off to the side. This is not needed at the moment, so we're gonna put this back in the bag. And we're going to make just the one today. All right, so let's put our frame together. Well, we'll do with a little bit of stamping first. So the trick with the bee, oh my gosh, you guys, can you whisper just a little bit, guys? I'm sure you guys can hear a little bit of background chatter. Sorry about that. Mom. Psh, please. I'm trying to do a live. Okay. All right. Thanks. Okay. All right. So then what we're going to do is put the bee on here. And what we're going to do is grab the black ink. Oh, I have a Happy Mail here, you guys. I have this here to show you. This came from Miss Shirley Malarkey. Oh, Diane's favorite name. So Shirley Malarkey sent this beautiful card to me, you guys, and I wanted to share it. It's using the hues of happiness and some of the stylish shapes. So that was from Miss Shirley Malarkey. So thank you for the beautiful card, Shirley. Okay, so for the bee, you guys, there is a certain way to stamp it to get 2 bees. If you stamp it like this, bye, Mom, and you're only going to get 1 bee. Mary Lemke said that she loves the ladies that are in the background. Okay.
I love her too.
And my mom says, and Diane says they love you too, Mary. All right, so what you're going to do, you don't want to stamp it like that. What you are going to need to do is ink it up, and you're going to stamp it like this, you guys. This fits in here just perfectly, like that. Okay. Do you need the Sending Smiles dies? Is that what you're short, Diane?
I need the cloud. I need possibly a
Cloud. Okay. All right. So here's how the bee gets stamped, you guys. Then for those that are doing 2 of these, what you're going to need to do is the other one gets stamped like that. And that's how you fit 2 of them in 1 sheet of paper. So I'm just going to cut this off because that actually will get saved and put with this other one for later. So you guys, this reminds me of Beetlejuice, his suit. All right. Then the other thing that needs to get stamped here, you guys, is a sentiment. Now, if you don't have the sentiment that I'm going to use, find something else that works. But I'll show you where I got it from. Where I got it from is the set that's called Easter Bunny. And it says here, enjoy all the little moments. So that is a perfect sentiment that's very universal. And there is, it's photopolymer, so we're going to want to put a little foam mat underneath. Mary Carl said to stop yelling at my mother. Oh.
I love Mary.
Did you hear that, Mary? She said, I love Mary. So there's our enjoy all the little moments. I was trying to be really nice, you guys. It is distracting, I will admit that. All right, so that one's it for, so you guys, there's not a lot of stamping. It's those 2 things. And so let's put this away then. All right, there is also, because this is the queen bee, you guys, so what's happening is these queen bee dies are gonna be reduced tomorrow. They're gonna be on the last chance list. The Queen Bee stamp set is actually moving over to the online exclusive section. So you're not going to see this in a catalog, but you will see it in the online store. Okay, so we're going to need to grab the little Queen Bee die out. Oh, I bet, did she remember her stuff in the refrigerator? I doubt it.
Inside the house?
She did. I don't know if she remembered it. You want to ask her when they're on the mission here? She had tenderloin that she bought. And the fish that's in the freezer.
She didn't forget.
Okay, good. Good job, Mom. Okay, you guys, so I'm just gonna grab the little mini here and we're going to cut out the little bee. And gotta get it started just right. And I'm gonna go like this. Pauline says that she's not distracted by them, you know, but I am, because you guys, I'm like my dad. I try to listen to conversations that are happening at the same time that I'm trying to do something. So I was trying to focus on you and them.
FOMO.
FOMO, right? Diane says FOMO, the fear of missing out. I'm like, what are they talking about? What are they trying to figure out? I'm like, oh man. Oh no, Penny said she just ordered the dies 2 days ago. Oh no, and you know what? That's how it goes. I mean, that's just part of it. I don't know how to say anything else besides that's just how it goes sometimes. And it's not like it's Kohl's and you can take it back to Kohl's and get the discount later. I don't think we do that. But we did have, so Penny, that is sad because we did have the last chance list. We had it as of last week, what, Tuesday?
Yep.
So Penny, we did see that on Tuesday that those dies were going to be on sale.
You might
So
be lucky that you get them.
yeah, you never know. They might be out of stock by the time you would have went to order them. So I'm glad you know, sometimes you just be happy that we have them, right? And just go with the flow. That's what we do. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're going to set this over here. And you guys are probably like, I wanna see what she's making. It's hard to have this frame in here at the same time. So I'm trying to think about, I don't know, I'm gonna have it sit right there, I guess. What I would do, I don't want this falling apart later in life. And sometimes I have a fear with glue that it leaves like a little bubbling, I don't know, or a line. So I use tear and tape, you guys. And your call though, you don't have to use tear and tape. You could use whatever it is that you love to use most. But mine is tear and tape for a frame like this. And you want to just get this centered right on the white. It's about 1/4 inch around each edge like this. Okay, so that's easy, right? Is there room in the in-color class? Yes, Cheryl. I'm sure you're not watching me though. Cheryl Taylor, if you're watching, there is room. So we're gonna do the same thing on this one. I'm just gonna put tear and tape. Again, you guys, this is what I like to use on tear and tape on the 3D projects and frames like this. But there's not a lot of forgiveness or wiggle room. Once you put it down, if you don't have it exactly where it needs to be, it's going to kind of rip as you pull it up. So you just want to be very careful and I get 3 sides usually right, and then eyeball the bottom, and then I let it drop, and usually that's good. Then I'm gonna pull in some of the black dimensionals. And I'm gonna pop this layer up right here. And go like that. You know what? For good measure, we're gonna put some right here and here as well. So, let's put these off to the side, and then I'm gonna put this right over the top of the crushed curry. So keep this layout in mind, you guys, for other framed artwork that you want to do. You know, a pretty sheet of 6x6 designer series paper in the middle, accent it with other colors, and you've got yourself a great little framed artwork. We're going to go ahead and Stella these guys. So the little detail bee, and then the little foliage. Diane, when you said you were coming over at 1 in my head, I thought I was gonna be done with class by then. I thought in my head, I
was like, wait, what?
something doesn't add up. And I just realized that now that my class, I figured I'd be done at 2.
Okay.
So that my head isn't thinking straight. Oh yeah, that's how it goes sometimes, you guys. But thank you for help. I was gonna have you help me put my finger cards together is what I was.
Oh, okay, I feel your pain though.
Yeah, there's just 8 of them. It's not like it's crazy or anything. Okay, so we got the Stella ink done. You could also, if you wanted, Stella the little baby bee. He wouldn't hurt to Stella. There we go, and the wings too. You could always Stella them. Gotta be very careful. I did learn if you Stella with using a Stella that's full of rubbing alcohol on the vellum wings, it makes them want to go like that. Okay, so let's look at what we got here. We've got these 2 that go here, and they start off at the same size, you guys. They are. So what you're gonna have to do is trim them. So on the frame here, I kind of liked how they went over the edge a little bit. It gave it a little bit of character over on that side. And so how I did that is this one is gonna be a hair too long based off of what I gave you in your kit, and that's okay. You can take a pencil and you can put a little tick mark where you think you wanna cut it, and then just trim it a little bit. So this one's gonna be about here. So let's grab our little handy dandy trimmer, and we're gonna just trim off the end. Okay, and then the other one, so that's gonna go right about there. So you guys, I did purposely only emboss the one side because it's longer than the embossing folder, and you don't really, there's a break in the point. So this hangs over the left side a little bit. And for this one, we're only gonna trim off maybe 1/8 of an inch. So we're gonna go just like that. And I think then that will be enough. And this is somewhere down in the bottom portion here and there. So they're kind of like staggered on the side there. And if you don't like that and you would rather have them both flush over there, you can definitely do that. No problem. Okay, so what I like to do, I like to pop up the banner part. So on the left. Did Mom tell you I'm missing the yellow and the white and I need to cut them yet?
No.
I gotta cut the insides yet for that card. So we were gonna leave it out for a moment. So let's get these prepped. I think I'm going to put one more there and one more there. So let's get the yellow one down. Hi, Carmen Melendez. All right, so this one is something about Mary. Haha, no, I was just kidding. It's about right here. Just funny, haha. There we go. So if anybody really wants to know, if I'll measure this, it's about 1.5 inches. It seems about 1.5. You guys, you got a little wiggle room. You can go up and down a hair. And then this one will go right in the middle, and it's centered top to bottom with the yellow, and it's hanging over the left-hand side a hair. And then it's hanging over the right-hand side a hair. And again, I did this side flat, and I popped up that side to kind of give it a little bit of height. And then our circle here, you guys got to figure out what side you like better. I always liked that side until I was told that that's the true side of how the honeycomb is supposed to be. So now I've been using that side up. And Diane, do you remember if the honeycomb folder is retiring? I can't remember.
I do not remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either. So I can't tell you guys right now if the honeycomb carried over or not. But what we're gonna do, since this is flat over here, this is gonna go right flat to all the layers so far. And it's gonna be right about here. So I've got it about the equal amounts, top and bottom, and you can see a little bit over on this side. Okay, so far so good. Then you're gonna grab your tear and tape again and put a piece waiting in the wings, and we're gonna grab our little label.
Okay, it doesn't look like it.
It's not carrying over?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Not in the new catalog.
Not in the new catalog. Okay, Diane checked. So you guys, the Hive embossing folder is retiring in case it interests you that you want it to make more bee inspired things. So I'm just weaving this back and forth like that. And I'm gonna, before I put the other one on, I'm gonna test the waters and see if that's where I like it, because I could still take it off for a moment. This little foliage thing kind of wraps around the circle here. And then the bee is gonna nestle like that. And so now I can play with this and figure out, I think I want my ribbon to go over just a little bit more to the right. So I'm gonna take it off and move it over a hair and start over with this. So we're gonna do, you can always make your loops a little bit smaller or bigger, depending on what you like. Oh, that doesn't look like it moved over, hang on. Okay, we're gonna put that one here. We're gonna make a loop, and then like this. Okay, I think I'm gonna like that. And then this, okay, something like that is what I'm going for. All right, we're gonna take the tape and put that over the back, and we're gonna grab some white dimensionals. And if you put the dimensionals over where the tear and tape is, they're not gonna stick. So you definitely want to avoid that tear and tape area. So we're gonna have that ready. And then this thing, what are you gonna use? I would say liquid glue. Hi, Veronica. And then I'm gonna just, it's hard. If you had made this into a sticker sheet, it would be a lot easier to, oh man, here. And what I'm gonna do is just run a little bit of glue along this one and catch the circle, catch the rainbow, right, like that. It kind of, it fits the circle perfectly. I'm gonna lightly set that down, and then this, I've got it kind of hitting the yellow circle. You can see just a hair of the yellow right there, and then the bee. So put a little dimensional on its butt, and then we're gonna double stack the butt one and then have that one flat because this is popped up. So the bee's gonna be double stacked here, one here, and we're gonna put them on the wings as well. Like this. It's kind of like hanging out right over the tag. And if you wanted this circle, you could, or the foliage, if you want to see a little bit more of it, you can kind of spread it apart. So I just brought it down so you can see a little bit more of it there. And then this wing thing right here, the vellum wing, you guys. I'm gonna put a little bit of liquid glue. Hi, Heather. It is, exactly. She said she doesn't think there's a right or a wrong with embossing folders. It's always a personal preference. And Heather, I did see your email asking for Miss Rose's information, Rose Coleman. I saw it. I need to go back to it, and I'm going to forward your email to Rose with you on copy, and then she'll reach out to you. She's really good. She's very good at responding to people. So I did see the message. I don't know if you just tuned in now, but I got a bunch. Whenever I do a showcase video, you guys, the emails come in hot and a lot, which is good, right? Because a lot of people are signing up for classes, and it takes a little bit. I don't like to necessarily respond to people until I have my purple book in front of me and the Post-it notes and all the good jazz so that I can document everything properly and not miss anything or mess anything up. So I tend to sit at my computer for a chunk of like 3 hours, let's say, and get through everything at once. That's usually what I do. Okay, so then we're gonna put a little dimensional here, and we're gonna put the little bee floating up in the sky there. And wow, you guys, it was so good, right? Like, it's so fun to make a frame when it's this easy. Then I've got some big gems for you, and I've got some small. Oh, you already got in touch with her. Awesome. You must have found her information probably in one of my lives or something like that. That's awesome. So what you're telling me is I can just delete your email, hopefully, or should I still forward it to you and Rose and say, hey, I'm so happy you guys got in touch with each other. That's usually what I do. You guys, I have a hard time not responding to an email, because if sometimes I get people texting me and then emailing me, and then I'm like, well, I've already taken care of it in one like communication form, but then I feel like I ignored the other communication form. So sometimes it's extra work for me when I get different communications from people, because I feel like I need to respond to both of them, if that makes any sense. So we're going to take a big one here, and then we're going to take a big one there, a little one, a little one there, a little one, a little one. Let's see, like that. Okay, so there's a cluster, and then we're going to put a cluster. Let's see here, I'll put a big guy there. So I'm trying to leave 10. So there's 6, so I got one more here I'm gonna do. So I'm leaving 6 and 4 for the other frame. And I think I've got one right there. So 10 is an even number, I get it. So when you're a floral arranger, you usually do odds, but I looked at this as clusters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I looked at it as 5 clusters versus like 10 embellishments. And then the other thing you could do on this side right here, whoa, that one's very loaded. Let's Stella that up. And we're gonna go and Stella on the black over here. So I think you can see Stella. Look at Stella. If you guys are ever wondering what Stella looks like, that's Stella at her finest. She is a little glitter pen. She's really nice, as long as she doesn't have blowouts. Yeah, Diane's like, yeah. So, and I always, when I store my Stella, I store it upright versus pen down so that it doesn't leak out accidentally. All right, so I want to say that this is probably by far one of the easiest classes I've ever had to teach. It went so fast. I feel like, oh man, like, I wish, so Carissa made a frame using Regency Park, you guys. So she did the Regency Park Designer Series paper with blues, the same kind of layout. And instead of a B, she put something else down here. I can't remember exactly what it was, but that's it. So those that got the frames for me then, these little knobs kind of open up. And here's what I would do. Hang on, let's finish in case you put it in your frame. So don't hurt yourself with these little guys. you could use a tool. So what happens is I got these little gems down in the bottom here. Where are they? Hang on, now that I'm in here. Oh, they're stuck on the bottom. Here they are, haha. Okay, so we're gonna put 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where am I gonna put my 9 and my 10? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. That one. That one. That one. You know what? I have no idea where I had these. So we're gonna do, up there maybe. Okay, so what I did is I took tear and tape and I put tear and tape around all of these edges like this. So, and I even probably did an X through the middle because you're putting this on fabric. And so you can see, I didn't catch the corner there, but I definitely caught it. It's not wanting to pull up right there. I wouldn't use liquid glue because of the fabric, but definitely tear and tape works really good. Hi, Cindy Runtree, watching on your phone. Couldn't figure out how to comment. Oh, thank you. So you guys, I get that. Sometimes people have a hard time commenting. You have to be logged into your YouTube account to comment. All right, so before you guys put it back in put it in your frame, make sure you press those embellishments down really good. Make sure it's stelled up so that you can put this in back like this. Kind of drops right in place. And then you just pinch those things down or push them down. And voila, you've got a frame. A nice, easy peasy one. Just like that. So, again, if you are good with having one frame, make the frame, and then you could use all the rest of this stuff. You could design a card and make a very similar looking card. So picture, make the little banner shorter over here. You could make horizontal card. Let's say you make it like from here to here, and then make the banner shorter so that it comes out to here. You can make a really cute, that's what I should have done with all the extra pieces, you guys. I should have made 24 B cards with it. I think that's what I'm gonna do for my, yes. I'm getting ideas, Diane. I'm gonna make some cards like this for the team, for when they have accomplishments and anniversaries. That would be a good one when I have to make another round of cards. So perfect. But you guys, you could easily make this into a really pretty card, because this yellow could be your base, and then black, and then you have a white inside. You could even use the white as the base, and then a yellow. So there's options. I bet you could make a really cool card. So if anybody opts to make a card out of this, make sure to share it in the class challenge post that I do, so I can see the card that you guys ended up making if you switch it. So Ellen Brover is looking forward to working on it. Yay! You were logged in. Crazy. Usually so much easier on my eyes. Well, the frame size, this is hi Gian. I think it's just a 9x9, if I'm not mistaken. Or
8x8.
is it 8x8? I feel like it's bigger than 8x8, the inside, because this big piece was 8.5 by 8.5, right? So the frame, I thought, is actually the inside of the frame is like 8 and 5/8 by 8 and 5/8, and with how wide it is on the sides, it's almost a 10x10 frame. So it just depends on how thick this is right here. So I got them off of Michael's, you guys. Chris Dudorinki got hers done this morning. Yay, Chris. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So again, if you got a friend that you'd like to make this with, you could always invite them over, and you guys could each make a frame very easily, and they would probably love to get together and craft with you. So, woo, woo, you guys, we did it. What was the DSP? The DSP is 6x6. I kept it simple. 6x6 is awesome because when you have a 12x12 piece of paper, you get 4 mats out of it. So very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so let's go to, we're going to do, you guys, I got Diane here helping me. And then we're going to make some cards. So I'm going to do a quick random number generator to give away a door prize to somebody. And then I think we might call it. You guys, probably like the shortest class ever. What was it, 44 minutes? I got the flyaways going on. You guys, oh, I always look in the camera and I'm like, oh man, I wish I could just have them go flat. So, oh, you're very welcome, Jan. So, all right, you guys, let's flip this camera to get to the random number generator. And we will do, come on. Where are you? Right there. We are going to base it off of Mary. I'm going to put your name in there twice because you signed up for 2. So we'll leave you in there twice. I'm going to put it for 21 people. And again, I have 1 left. So if anybody is interested, please reach out. Oh, Sherry Everett said it was a fun project. Yay. A fun, easy, quick project, you guys. That's always nice every now and then, right? Not complicated. That easy button comes in handy. Veronica, it's the perfectly penciled designer series paper. You guys, just so you know, let me show you this. I try to make things simple. Well, let me look to make sure it's there before I tell you this, because I could have sworn I did it, but sometimes I think I do things and then I don't. Let's get to April. And April 3rd. Oops, yep, there it is. I did. Okay. So you guys, when I do a 4-card class or a project like this, if you go to my events calendar, right? So if you go to events, Cards by Christine, like right here, cardsbychrisb.com, and you click on the event, and then it's not all it's like 75% of the time I do this. It's when I'm going to do, offer it as a tutorial for purchase. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it has a list of the supplies. Okay? So everything that we use for this class is right in here. And when you click on it, it takes you right into the online store with Stampin' Up. And you can opt to buy it from me or from yourself if you're a demonstrator. Just know if you do place an order with me using my host code and it's over $45, you could pick out a free class. So all the supplies for this class are listed there. Now, I do not, we don't see your flyaways because we see you're framed by your lovely wall behind. Ah, very nice. I love it. Thanks, Cindy. Nora says it's a fun project. Awesome. The other thing, what was I going to say about the, I don't always give measurements, you guys, because I include a tutorial to everybody who registers for the class. And so, like, I don't mind answering questions about the sizes if it's really easy, but I don't generally find myself always saying measurements for people just because it's a lot to keep adding in all the measurements. But this was a fun, easy class, and it was really easy to answer that. But when it comes to the products, you guys always check my events calendar, go to the event and scroll all the way down the bottom. It has all the item numbers, it has the names of the products, all that good stuff for you to find very easily. All right, so let's get back to our random number generator and find a winner. So we're gonna base it off of 21 people, and I'm gonna flip down, you guys, so you can see, drum roll, brrr, hit the word generate. Number 13 is Sandy Wicklander. Yay, Sandy. You are the lucky winner of a door prize. I have some card kits going out to you this week, so I will make sure to do my best to include a prize for you. I know we had a couple recently here with the Stamp-A-Stack last week. I got to go back, I think, like over the last couple weeks and make sure I didn't miss anybody. But yay! Okay. Well, good deal, you guys. Oh, you're somewhat new to my video. Awesome. Well, I hope you enjoy my videos, Veronica, and everybody else that watches. It's always a learning curve. If there's usually a question that Veronica has or somebody else has, then maybe somebody else could learn from that question too. So I always take my time to answer that question and make sure I show everybody, because not everybody knows what's going on. And sometimes there are new people. So happy birthday to Penny Powell's husband, Larry. Yay. April 3rd. Wonderful. It's hard to believe we're already on to April 3rd, you guys. So I'm going to sit and work with Diane for a little bit, get our cards made for bingo, and make sure we're ready for bingo tonight. And then we're going to keep working on kitting up kits. Yay, you guys. Awesome. Well, thank you for everybody for registering for this class or for watching it. I truly appreciate the support that you give me. And we'll be back live, I'm thinking, for the last chance video at some point today, okay? We're going to walk through the catalog. That is my goal that I'm going to make happen before the end of the day. So we'll see you in a bit at some point. All right, lots of sunshine, love, and hugs to you guys. We'll see you later. I'm going to count to 10, and then we'll be done, just in case it ends me early. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,